You call them guides that were helping you. Are these people trained in cognitive behavior therapy or dialectical behavior therapy, or are they trained in helping you process this when you're going through it?
Is that a serious question?
Mm-hmm.
No. What they are is they are experienced with working with people that are trying to make a difference in their life. Now, these two particular guides travel all over the world, and I was just lucky that Renee was able to hook me up with them. But I mean, they were in Dubai, they were in Slovakia, they were in Croatia, Italy, France. I mean, all these places, and it's just part of what they do. And it's because they have a really good, they have a really good reputation of treating people for all the various mental maladies that psychedelics can make a difference with.
Yeah. Did you have any occasion it's been, I guess, 7 years, have you had any occasion where you felt like you needed a boost, needed to do this in small doses since then, short sessions since then, any maintenance with the plant-based substances since then?
Okay, no, but yes. And what I mean by no is I didn't feel like I needed to do it, anymore. But I'm in touch with some of the guys that I served with in Vietnam, and Brownie's one of them. Our squad leader Barry George is another, and I got our guides together, and I went through it with them too because I figured the likelihood of them doing it, if I did it again, would be much greater. And so I did. And do I believe the second time helped me? Yeah, I think I was better for it, and I know for sure it helped them because I could ask them one thing, but you really want to know the truth, ask their wife,
Mm-hmm.
and wives will tell you how to cow ate the cabbage.
Yeah, boy.
Right. Yeah.
And so when you went back through it to companion them, did you pick up some things that you didn't pick up the first time? Did you get some insights that were reinforced or find something that was a stone unturned from the previous initial time?
That it'd be hard for me to answer because some of it, I just don't even remember what I talked about. But I do know that I felt better for it, and I think I was, and it is well, it is something. Now, if I didn't have the relationship that I do with those two men, my machine gunner and my squad leader, I mean, I trust these guys with my life. I would not have went through it again. And the reason for that is I just didn't want to get hooked up in something like that if it went south.
Yeah. You've been through this and you went through it with them. Did they have a similar experience to what you had? Did they go down a similar pathway, or was it more vertical for them? Did they go down?
Well, here's the deal. I think they both would tell you that they were better for it. I think both would tell you that it's one of the hardest things they've done in their life. I've seen a lot of tears from those guys, and I mean, these are two guys that I've never really seen cry. I've seen Brownie cry on stage tonight, but that's a different thing. Yeah, Brownie. Brownie's sitting in the audience here.
Right. So, how would you tell people to decide if this is right for them? How does someone determine, hey, that's something I should pursue? Is there something that's antecedent to that they should do in preparation or to qualify themselves, or what would you recommend?
Well, say first of all, the thing to realize, unless you're like in Denver or Monotma County up in Oregon, right outside of Portland, this stuff is patently illegal. So you have to be aware of that. The second thing is that, you know, if you find two guides and you're fortunate enough to do that, you know, you're going to have to really trust them and to feel comfortable with them. And there you go. And to answer another question, will I refer people to guides if somebody contacts me? The answer is no.
So if they're going to do this, they need to find it on their own.
They're on their own, baby.
Yeah. But there are ways to do that. I mean, you can get on the internet, and is there something they should watch for people that are charlatans or don't know what they're doing?
Well, you know, like in anything, I would think probably a fair percentage of the people that do this, because, you know, it is rare to find somebody that is a licensed counselor, because a licensed counselor will not want to risk their license by getting involved with something that's illegal, even though it is wonderful if they do it and what they accomplish. That's more of a matter for the FDA. So, you know, and then that being the case, I have no idea how to go about finding guides that would be helpful, and other than just you know, my speculation. And the reason I was fortunate is because Renee, through networking, a friend of a friend of a friend, is how I was fortunate enough to find my two guides.
Maybe a good place to start, and one thing that we can do, is suggest that people read How to Change Your Mind by Michael Pollan. That's a book that is available, and that's maybe a place for people to start and gather information about what the fit might be for them.
Yeah, that's for sure. And then the other thing to do is maybe to, if you know you're willing to travel and you don't live in these areas, you could spend some time researching in Denver and talk to places that actually sell mushrooms and that sort of thing, and work it, you know, that way.